Let me ask you something that might shake you awake. Are you going to be replaced by AI, or are you going to be empowered by it? Because ready or not, artificial intelligence is not coming, it's here, and it's changing everything. We're living in a historic shift, a technological revolution that will do to this century what electricity and the internet did to the last. And the question is not whether AI will change your life. It already is. The question is, will you take control or be controlled? Will you let it create fear or fuel panic or power? This isn't science fiction. This is right now. The way we work, lead, love, think, and build wealth. It's all being rewritten in real time. But the people who win during a revolution are not the ones who fear it. They're the ones who lean in, adapt faster, and use the tools of the future before the masses even catch on. And that's why you're here. Because you're not like most people. You want to lead, not follow. You want to build, not beg. You see, when the world changes rapidly, the one thing that determines whether you adapt or collapse is how you see yourself. Your identity is your compass. It determines what you believe is possible, what you're willing to try, and whether you grow or shrink in the face of uncertainty. Most people, when faced with AI, think, I'm going to be replaced. That identity makes you freeze. You stop learning, you play defense, you become reactive, afraid, and passive. But the people who win, they ask better questions. They say, how can I learn this? How can I use this to serve more people? How can I turn this into leverage? That's the shift. It's not about becoming a coder or building the next OpenAI. It's about believing you can adapt, believing you can learn, that AI isn't above you. It's a tool that's waiting to be mastered by the right mindset. This is about becoming the kind of person who says, I don't fear the future, I shape it. And when you own that belief, when you live that identity, you become unshakable, you become unstoppable, and you're no longer playing the game, you're creating it. Because in this new world, it's not the strongest who survive, it's not even the smartest, it's the most adaptable, and adaptation begins with who you believe you are. So, who are you going to be? We were raised in a linear world. Step by step, one brick at a time. You work 40 hours, you get paid. You save a little, you retire. That's the old game, but AI doesn't play by those rules. It scales in leaps. It multiplies, not adds. And if you're still thinking in a straight line while the world is compounding, you're going to get left behind. Exponential thinking is the new currency. It's the ability to see not just what's happening today, but to anticipate what's coming tomorrow. Most people look at what AI can do now, like generate text, write code, or analyze data, and they go, that's cool. But exponential thinkers ask, if this tool is this good today, where will it be 6 months from now, a year? What could this do for my business, my career, my mission, if I leveraged it daily? Let me give you an example. Imagine you double 1 cent every day for 30 days. Most people would guess they end up with a few bucks. But on day 30, you have over $5 million. That's exponential growth. And that's exactly how AI is moving. You can't afford to ignore it. You can't afford to learn later, because later might be too late. Here's what exponential thinkers do. They learn faster, they test more, they don't wait for perfect, they act, evaluate, and refine. They don't say, what's the safest path? They say, where's the opportunity no one's seeing yet? They don't rely on their past. They build new models, new systems, and new habits, based on where the world is heading, not where it's been. This isn't just about tech. It's about mindset. It's about living in possibility. It's about becoming the kind of leader, the kind of entrepreneur, the kind of human who sees around corners, because you're not stuck in yesterday's thinking. So while others are playing defense, you're building momentum. While they're fearing change, you're driving it, because you don't just think faster. you think bigger, and that mindset, that exponential lens, that's what separates those who survive this revolution from those who own it. In a world where machines can write books, analyze trends, build software, and even diagnose illnesses, what's left for you? The answer is everything that makes you human: emotional intelligence, compassion, creativity, intuition, the ability to connect, influence, inspire. These are the powers no AI can truly replicate, because they come from the soul, not an algorithm. Listen, AI is brilliant at logic. It can solve problems, optimize performance, even simulate emotion, but it doesn't feel. It doesn't understand the human behind the data. That's your edge. That's where you win. In the AI era, the most powerful leaders won't just be tech-savvy. They'll be heart-savvy. The most successful entrepreneurs won't just build efficient systems. They'll build trust. The most fulfilled people won't just use AI for productivity. They'll use it to amplify their impact, their purpose, their relationships. Here's the truth. AI may be the brain of the future, but EQ will always be the heart. And people don't follow data. They follow emotion. They follow energy. They follow you when you show up fully, authentically, and with presence. Now more than ever, your ability to manage your state, your thoughts, your emotions, your focus, is the key to staying grounded in chaos. Because let's be honest, this tech shift is fast. It's overwhelming. It can create fear, uncertainty, and self-doubt. But if you can master your inner world, you can lead in the outer one. High EQ means you don't react emotionally. You respond intentionally. It means you don't resist change. You leverage it. It means you know how to influence people, not manipulate them. It means you build teams that feel seen, feel valued, and want to create with you. And the beautiful part: emotional intelligence can be trained, just like a muscle. You can build your empathy, your resilience, your communication, your ability to read a room, to uplift a team, to make someone feel like they matter. And in a world full of artificial interaction, that realness, that humanness, that's your superpower. So while others are chasing the next app or AI shortcut, you're building something far more rare: character, depth, presence, leadership. Machines might win the race to knowledge, but they'll never outrun the human heart. The rules of leadership are being rewritten. It's no longer about titles or authority. It's about influence. It's about being the kind of person others want to follow, not because they have to, but because they're inspired to. Now, in an AI-powered world where automation replaces tasks and algorithms make decisions, leadership is no longer about managing people to get things done. It's about leading people through uncertainty, through disruption, through change they didn't ask for, but that's coming anyway. Here's the hard truth: AI can outperform humans in speed, data, and logic. But it will never replace a leader who knows how to rally a team, speak to the soul, and unlock human potential. And if you want to win in this new era, you must become that leader. Human-centered leadership means you don't lead with fear. You lead with vision. You don't bark orders, you ask powerful questions. You don't micromanage, you coach. You don't just optimize performance, you create meaning, because people aren't just looking for a paycheck. They're looking for purpose. They're looking for connection. They're looking for someone who gets it, who sees the chaos and says, "We've got this. We'll figure it out together." And here's the magic: AI can do the work, but you give the work meaning. AI can handle the tasks, but you shape the culture. AI can optimize the system, but you unlock the spirit of the people in it. Think about the greatest leaders you've ever known. Were they the smartest? Not always, but they were the most present, the most committed, the ones who saw you. And in a world of machines, that human presence is priceless. Leadership today isn't about controlling everything. It's about curating the right environment, one where creativity, collaboration, and growth thrive. You're not just leading teams, you're leading transformation. You're guiding people through terrain they've never walked before. So ask yourself, how are you showing up when things are uncertain? What energy do you bring when the world speeds up? Do you freeze or do you rise? Because if you can lead with heart, with courage, with vision, you won't just survive the AI revolution. You'll lead the people who drive it. Here's the truth. AI isn't your competition. It's your greatest advantage. If you learn how to use it, the people who thrive in this new era aren't the ones who do more work. They're the ones who use better leverage. And AI is the ultimate form of leverage. You've got to stop thinking in terms of how hard can I work and start asking, how smart can I scale? Because that's what AI allows you to do. It multiplies your impact, your reach, your time, your value. And in today's world, value is everything. If you're a coach, you can use AI to create personalized programs in seconds. If you're in business, you can automate customer journeys, analyze behavior, and generate content faster than ever before. If you're a creator, AI can take your raw ideas and help shape them into world-class production. And if you're an entrepreneur, you can go from concept to execution 10 times faster than the old way. AI eliminates friction, it slashes wasted time, it kills bottlenecks. What used to take weeks or months now takes minutes. But none of it matters if you don't shift your thinking from worker to value creator. This is the new game. How do you create exponential results using AI as your co-pilot? You don't need to know everything about the technology. You need to know how to direct it, guide it, prompt it. You need to think like a visionary, not a task manager. And don't think this is just for the tech elite. This is for the teacher, the marketer, the artist, the parent, the builder, anyone willing to learn and play, because AI isn't replacing you unless you refuse to adapt. If you do adapt, it's like giving your brain 1,000 hands. It's like plugging into unlimited possibility, but you've got to train it to serve you, garbage in, garbage out, excellence in, excellence scaled. You are still the soul, the creator, the leader. AI is the amplifier. Use it to buy back your time. Use it to deepen your work. Use it to serve people at a level that was impossible just a few years ago. This is not the time to shrink back. It's the time to expand your impact using tools that multiply your mission. In every era of history, there's a pattern. Disruption comes. Most people resist it. A few anticipate it, and they change the game. Right now, we're not in just another trend. We're in a tidal wave. AI is moving at breakneck speed, and here's what you've got to understand. Disruption is no longer a once-a-decade event. It's becoming a constant. You've got two choices. You can get hit by the wave, or you can surf it. See, most people wait. They wait until they feel ready. They wait until it's safe. They wait until everyone else has figured it out. Then they try to catch up. But by the time the wave has passed, the opportunity is gone, and that's not who you are. You're here because deep down you know something. Leaders don't wait. They anticipate. The ones who win in this new era are not the ones who react. They're the ones who predict. Not with perfect accuracy, but with courage and curiosity. They don't ask, what if I fail? They ask, what if I learn faster than everyone else? They don't obsess over being perfect. They adapt faster than the rest. Disruption is only dangerous if you stand still. But if you move with it, if you train your mind to see it coming, if you prepare your team, your vision, your skill set, you don't just survive change. You lead it. Think about this. Netflix saw streaming before Blockbuster did, and the rest is history. Tesla saw software as the future of cars. Apple didn't just build a phone, they built a platform that disrupted communication itself. These companies anticipated. They leaned in while others hesitated. Now it's your turn. You don't have to be a tech genius. You just need to condition your mind to stay hungry, stay alert, stay ahead. You've got to become obsessed with learning, curious about trends, open to change, nimble, resilient, bold, because here's the beautiful truth. Every disruption creates new leaders, and the ones who rise are the ones who don't fear the waves, they ride them. They turn uncertainty into advantage. They use disruption as fuel to grow faster, serve deeper, and lead at a whole new level. You can't control the wave, but you can control your board. You can strengthen your skills, sharpen your mindset, and position yourself to win, no matter how wild the ride becomes. So now I ask you, are you going to be a bystander in this revolution, or will you become one of the few who leads it? Because this is the moment, and the world is watching.